It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Felix Gray. What's the date? Dave always does the date. I always make fun of him for not knowing the date, and now I never know the date.
5th.
No idea. The 5th?
November,
Right?
Okay.
The 6th.
The 6th.
Fucking idiot.
Thank you.
Vibbs.
The 6th.
I don't know
It's
either.
November the 5th, 6th. I don't know.
It's November.
The Rundown is brought to you by Felix Gray. If you're on the computer and the phone as much as we are, I'm on it like 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
I mean, literally from the second I wake up, I'm on Twitter to the moment I go to sleep. So my eyeballs are going to melt out of my head. Not anymore, though, because I wear my Felix Gray glasses. They have the Ever Scroll glasses, which filters out the blue light to make sure that you can look at your phone, at your screen, at your tablet, at whatever it may be, forever. It's a funny little aside talking about how much we watch TV and look at screens. I probably shouldn't even say this, but
Go on.
when my daughter is playing pretend by herself, at the end she says, "Make sure to subscribe to my page," because she watches YouTube so often.
Oh, no.
So
Swipe
It's a
up.
sign
Does
of
she tell
times,
people
yeah.
to swipe up?
it's like maybe she'll be an internet superstar. Imagine it was like a sweet little kid playing like imaginary friends, and then she's like, "Subscribe to my channel."
Promo code KFC Radio.
Pretty bad. Promo code Shay.
This is super off topic, but what's the rules for kids listening to like iPads in public?
I don't know the rules.
Because I was on
just
a
let them
plane
do
and
it
this
all the
kid was
time.
just blasting his iPad. I
Well,
was like, what's going
you
on?
You should get the headphones
Yes.
going.
Okay,
That's,
all right.
that's the rule.
I don't know anything about kids.
But I would also say that like there are certain times, and I used to be this way before I had kids, where it's like, your kid shouldn't make noise at the restaurant, your kid shouldn't make noise on the plane and shit. And then when you have them and you're like on like an 18-hour like fight with them, and you're just like, it's just like I don't care. I'm sorry, guys.
For
I
sure.
don't
I
care.
get that. I get
You know?
that. Absolutely.
It's like I know it's
a
rude, but I
handful.
just don't fucking care. Anyway, back to Felix Gray. These glasses will keep your eyes fresh. They're also stylish, so you'll look fresh. And you can get them available in non-prescription, which a lot of people here rock as just like a fashion statement, or prescription if you need them. I need to get Trent a new pair of glasses. Have you guys seen the divot in his head?
No.
His glasses are so, like, clearly too small for his head.
Yes.
That right here is like a fucking divot.
Yes, Trent needs new glasses for sure.
Big time, dude. Get your Felix Gray glasses at felixgrayglasses.com/rundown. That's Gray with an A. felixgrayglasses.com/rundown. Free shipping, 30 days of risk-free returns or exchanges. Go get them, save your eyes. We kick things off with LeBron James. LeBron James, he was chirping at I think a Bulls fan last night and said, "Your girl's embarrassed to be with you."
Your lady embarrassed to be with you.
And Boogie and AD were both like, "Ooh." I think the guy ended up getting kicked out. I think this is the LeBron the world needs.
I think so too. In the video too, the guy stands up and it scrolls over. You can see him, and he looks like one of the guys that'll be at the grand opening of that 5'9" store Dave got invited to. Looks
5'10" or under.
Like, who do you think you are that LeBron James's reach couldn't take you out in 2 seconds?
I would love a fan to really try LeBron.
I know, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he's like a genetic freak, no matter what you think of him.
Well, do you remember the Malice at the Palace whenever they kind of fight? I mean, Jermaine O'Neal, if he didn't slip on a drink, he would have connected a punch and just broken that man's
That guy
face.
probably would have been dead.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely,
Like that spill of beer or whatever saved a life that night.
100%.
Now, I think LeBron, I've always said he should have just been the villain.
Right.
Yes.
Like the Barry Bonds of the world. I said A-Rod should have been the villain too. When you're that good, when you're that great, you have everything going for you and you have the haters, you should just be like, fuck off. This is the kind of LeBron I could get behind. Not the Taco Tuesday LeBron. But like, I'm going to pick people out and roast them in the crowd.
Yeah.
100%.
Because then he's bulletproof. If he's just like, yeah, I'm a dick, you don't like me, guess what, I'm better than you.
Also, I feel like as I put myself in the shoes of the girlfriend sitting there, and it's embarrassing when you're like going to a comedy show if you're with somebody that doesn't know how to handle themselves and they're heckling and I mean, you both do. You're up on the stage and you know there's always that guy or gal who like doesn't, and it's so embarrassing for the people sitting there.
Especially they had a couple drinks in them too.
Right.
And,
And
it's like,
so, yeah,
you're
it's
the girl,
like,
you're like
shut
tugging,
the
you're like, sit down, sit down, just sit down, sit down.
Right, like
That
nobody.
is the worst guy to be.
So I believe that like she was probably sitting there like, oh God, already.
Yeah,
And then to
when
have
you're doing
LeBron
that.
James say that, like.
And you know what? Even if
don't
you're
know.
not like that bad, once LeBron says that to you, it's like your girl's like, well, now I am embarrassed. I
Right,
wasn't, but
yeah.
now I am because
Yeah.
LeBron just fucking roasted you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
maybe you could see
LeBron
it.
would embrace the villain a little more instead of trying to, because I feel like he's trying to be this corny family guy, but then at the same time be this bad guy. But Kevin Durant embraced the bad guy role, I think, a little
Just
bit more.
fucking be like, I don't care. I'm the greatest
Yes.
ever, man. He clearly cares too much. We got this chick at the some music festival.
We are talking booby milk.
I was like,
Yeah.
you know
are.
what? I was like,
Grab your
Kate, we need Kate on the rundown.
Here we go.
Because we're doing breast milk.
We're talking breasts.
Breast milk firing off in this festival crowd. I mean, really, like, I didn't know how that works. I thought it was more of like the broken water fountain at school that's just like blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
This was like a sprinkler, man.
This whole video is like, there's a couple things that happen where each one your jaw drops a little more, drops a little more, drops a little more, and by the end you're just shell-shocked. It starts off, she's pretty.
Yeah,
she's a cute lady, super
we're
hot
watching.
body. She's like grooving along, and I'm like, okay. And then I thought she was just gonna dump him out.
Yeah.
Did not, like you said,
dumped
I'm
it.
a woman, and I was like, that's a good, like that's
got
a
good
good
continuous
7
stream.
feet
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
stream
Yeah.
that just like, holy shit. And it's glistening in the sunlight the way she turns. It's like multiple. There's like 6 streams coming out. And then, so your jaw's already dropped a little bit. Then it goes down a little more when somebody bends the knee, opens their mouth, and starts housing it. I mean, I couldn't tell if that was a guy or a lady or whatever. They had their hood up.
You gotta be
But-
fucking trashed, right? You gotta be like on another level at a festival to be like, I'll drink your
Yeah.
breast milk.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys remember when Hank drank breast milk?
No.
Oh yeah, you guys know that story? Hank, his aunt a long time ago, he was like a kid. She was like storing it in the fridge,
Yeah.
took it down.
So I'm going to ask you, Hank, real or fake?
I think it's real, and I agree with KFC that it was out of spite and not to replace, because it's not like breast milk tastes like real milk, and I know that because once I was on a family vacation with had a bowl of cereal, went in the fridge and accidentally poured some breast milk and like took a bite and spit it out and was like, this is disgusting. So
Who's breast milk?
it was like my aunt's or something.
Ooh.
Hank
We had
drank
to-
his aunt's breast milk, yeah.
We had to watch this documentary on like TLC or something in like a genetics class, and it was about kids like drinking breast milk way too
Late in
long.
life, yeah.
And they're like 10-year-olds that were like, my mom, and they're British, so it made it 10 times funnier. Like, my mommy's breast milk tastes like 1,000 lemons. Like I love it, and it's just like so gross and weird.
Yo, when if you're old enough to like, know what a tit is and stuff, like
Yeah.
if you're like 10, you're kind
Yeah.
of like starting to have some feelings and you're sucking on your mom's boobs.
That's weird.
You're
It's
fucking
weird.
doomed.
And ladies make like cheese and stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
there's
and
women who like
you know
cook
what
with
you
it
think
and
about.
stuff.
Yogurt.
Whoever is at home was supposed to be drinking that. You don't have dinner tonight, pal.
Yeah.
Because this girl at the festival drank it.
I've dabbled in drugs at festivals in my day,
No.
and I still can't see me being like, I've done some weird things.
Yeah, like how fucked up
Yeah.
would you have to be to drink breast milk?
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think I ever would. Even in
No.
my most blacked out state, I think I'd be like, I'm all set.
Yeah, I
Keep
don't
your
know.
breast milk.
Real quick too, it just came out in the news.
I mean, Kate bringing notes is just.
I always- I can't help it. It's who I am.
It's just rundown professionality right there.
2 things. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna take us from breast milk to period blood. Why not? This lady in LA just made she's doing facial masks now to take away the stigma of that. And so her name is Demetra Nix. And she's a sex therapist, and she's taking away the stigma so that guys aren't afraid to like go down on a lady. She's like, look, it's on my face, I'm fine.
I mean,
You
Hey.
putting it on your face is not going to make me want to put it on my face.
I think there's
I'm
a
sorry.
stigma behind it because it is gross. Like that's
Yeah.
just something that's just
That's-
gross.
It's not a
Yeah.
stigma. It's just
Yeah.
objectively ugly
Yeah.
and gross.
Well, I feel like a boob milk
messy,
lady.
fleshy blood. No, that's
Yeah.
not a stigma. That's just
I
disgusting.
have a question about boob milk. Do you have to be like, did that girl just have a baby?
Yeah,
Or can you just, like, kinda get it going on your
have
own?
milk in when you're like when you've given
Yeah.
birth.
Not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
yeah.
mean, she it's like go home to your
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't be at the festival, period.
Yeah,
Let alone
go
squirting
feed
the
your-
breast milk out. Shit.
And if she's at the festival, now she has Molly in her milk and stuff. She's gonna give her baby Molly.
That's when you
probably.
gotta pump and dump.
Pump
Yeah.
and dump if you're on Molly.
I'd
That's
try
a
it though.
little PSA, the star.
Yeah,
The more you
pump
know.
and dump
Pump and dump
if
if
you're
you're on
on
Molly.
I'd try breast milk. I wouldn't do it right from the.
Oh, I don't
thing,
think I
but
would.
You should make it one of your videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
actually,
no,
yeah,
no.
Have her-
Cambodian
have her
I
immigrant
draw the
breast
line
milk.
there.
Yeah.
I will not be doing breast
If it's
milk
good
on bar
enough
in
for
the bar.
Diddy, it's good enough for me. The Cambodian immigrant breast milk from the Chappelle Show sketch.
Yeah.
The lowering the bar just terrifies me. When I
Yeah.
see him sitting there, I'm like, oh God, no, what is it?
Yep.
I will say like I have to do it too, so it's never gonna be too
Yeah, that's
bad.
true.
Yeah. But I
The
mean,
lobster was a nice touch.
oh, it's an actual crab. You sick fuck. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you?
My hands could have just been cut off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If my job's on the line. It's gonna get weirder and weirder over there as my job goes more and more on the line. So I probably shouldn't have put that in existence.
Seth Myers has a new special coming out. I didn't know that Seth Myers did comedy specials.
Stand-up and
but I
stuff?
guess all these
Yeah.
guys kind of start in the comedy world.
Yeah.
And it's going to give you the built-in option to skip over Trump and political jokes, just kind of like you skip the intro, you just skip the joke, which I understand the idea, but like, fuck off if I'm going to like write these jokes and work on them and then like give people the option to just skip them. What if that's some of your best material or like one of your best punchlines or?
Is that where
get
we're
it.
at?
I guess.
Damn.
I
don't
you know
know.
what? I feel like this is almost like I said, I didn't even know Seth Myers did it. I feel like maybe he's like, oh, the special's not that great, so let's just like have a gimmick built into it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm giving you the choice to avoid politics because it's not that funny.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean,
It seems, it seems like a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
I will say I'm one of the probably few people that watches SNL every week.
oh
But
yeah,
if
you're
they-
still on like a.
Yeah, but if they had like a skip Trump jokes button, I would take that every time just because I'm so tired
You're
of it.
sick
Like,
of it. It
Yeah,
gets-
and like
yeah.
I'm pretty.
But like everything else, is like, is there that much more, that many more jokes, or is it just that we're all like hyper aware and see them all on social media and all that?
No, I think it's just they're just trying to. I don't.
Everything's politicized, no matter what.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Because I mean, you know, Daryl Hammond's been doing like presidential impressions forever, and like there was Obama jokes and shit.
Right.
So I'm just
It
like
just
everything
always
else.
is.
It's like, is it more, or are you just more aware of it because of like the world today? But I do feel like it's just everybody's leaning into the politics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it's just I feel like it's the same thing every week where it's a press conference or something and it's someone and you're just like, all right, I get it.
Seen it
SNL.
a
I don't know.
1,000
But
times, yeah.
I enjoy comedy. The political stuff I could always do without.
Do you
so-
think that it's going to change back, or I think it's this way forever? I think like no matter who the next president is, I think everything's just politicized forever now.
Yeah, I think there's no escaping it. I feel like that's just the way it is.
Yeah, because
Sucks.
yeah,
Take
I
me
feel like
back.
if the next president would be Democratic, I feel like Republicans would be like, all right, we gotta
Right,
roast this
and-
person now to even out
And
the playing
that's why I'm
field.
saying I think it's more of like a social media and technology and way of the world thing than it is actually Trump per se, because I think the next president's going to get the same treatment.
Yeah, and I think Trump is. We're going really political, which people can skip over this. We add that in there.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. I think Trump does
He
add
is
fuel to the fire because he is on
polarizing.
Twitter.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he is
yeah,
tweeting
yeah.
a lot. But
Right.
yeah, if you tweet a lot,
So
you're
you
gonna
would
get-
skip it.
I
I'd
don't
skip
think
it,
you
yeah.
should
Would you
be
skip
able
them?
to
I'm
skip.
just tired of politics. Yeah.
Would you skip it, Kate?
I think you should, if you choose to pass that part, you should have to watch the breast milk lady video. Like you should fill it in with something else.
It's just you can choose your own adventure.
yeah,
you can
choose
listen
your
to
own
a
adventure.
Trump punchline for the millionth time, or watch this chick drink breast milk.
Yeah. I just met Seth Myers, by the way, the other week. I was at this thing, and I was recording something for this gala, and then they bumped me so that he could come in and record. And I made a little joke. I was
Fuck
like,
off,
oh,
Seth
sorry,
Myers."
all the good jokes were just, and he was like, haha, and we had,
Yeah.
so we're like best pals now.
Well,
so.
you know, Dave is a Seth Myers alum, so he's kind of a friend of the program.
Oh,
I guess.
I didn't know that somehow.
Yeah, he went on. He got like I think like 40 seconds of airtime.
Ah,
It was
lovely.
like, we're out of here. Like, you know, the late show's up next. Dave Portnoy's over here. Goodbye.
Pizza
Ah,
guy.
Whatever, he
lovely.
made it.
Very nice.
Keeping, I guess, a little bit with politics here. This clip from ABC News with the reporter who said that they had the Epstein story 3 years ago.
I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton. We had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. And I had it all 3 years ago.
Down to like they had Virginia Roberts' testimony. They had like corroborating stories. They had like flights and the this and the that, every sort of evidence, every piece of evidence, every smoking gun, and ABC squashed it. And I mean.
And why did they squash it? To keep up
well,
their relationship with
yeah,
the
so
royal
Prince Andrew's
family?
implicated in it, and she said kind of in a frustrated manner, like, well, they didn't want to do it because they wanted to talk to Will and Kate. But I bet that was part of it, royal weddings and royal babies, and like they wanted that news coverage. I also think that if it was 3 years ago, that's like, you know, Hillary time, and like they probably did everything they could to squash it, and ABC probably didn't want to burn bridges and whatnot, but they also passed on, you know, what would. And it's funny because that girl is upset, like that. It's her story, not that like we could have stopped this 3 years
was
ago.
a
She's
bad
like,
thing. It
which
was
is fine.
like,
I'm actually okay with that. Like that, as a journalist and a reporter, you're probably like, I could have been the one. And then also, yeah, we could have stopped this pedophile 3 years earlier.
Right.
But
caveat.
yeah, I mean, she says it like he is the most prolific pedophile ever, and like we could have taken him down 3 years ago, and ABC wouldn't do it.
That's crazy.
I think it's also crazy that we live in a time where it's the first time where people that are massive can leave like a paper trail that they don't know about and get caught on. Because I feel like, I mean, back in like the 1700s, 1800s, it's all just like written on parchment. Yeah, you do whatever the fuck you want. And now we're in a time where like you can get caught and you don't even know it. You know?
Well, the Prince Andrew thing, like he from like 1998 to 2011, they have a log of all the times he went to that island, at least like twice a year. All these other parties, he was like at a pin.
Was there like, this is probably a silly question, but like there's nothing else that goes on this like pedophile island, right?
No,
he can't be like, no, I was there for vacation.
I
It's
hung
like,
out with
you went there
for the pudding pops.
Yeah.
It was, I don't know what else is happening.
I mean,
I don't know,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
what the fuck?
Why is everybody who's like powerful and rich creepy like that? Why can't you just have like sex with like adult women and like be normal?
Pedophile, not good. Would you be fine with him like hunting people on his island?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
Why not?
that island's like next door.
Yes.
They're like, oh, you're at the pedophile island.
Yeah.
The human hunting is 2 doors down.
And then like the
me.
genetic crossbreeding with animals and humans is the next island.
Right.
I bet you there's all sorts of islands all over the world. It's like, here's
God.
where we create this super monsters.
Yeah.
Here's where
They did like
sure.
genetic
new
testing.
weapons.
And
Yeah.
ABC's just
Remember the
sitting
one
on
on like
him.
ships.
Remember I feel like you were on that episode where they were like sewing heads. They blew up grandma.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that
the
one?
government.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government will blow up your body for just the fun of it. Yeah,
And
genuinely.
like somebody's like grandma's head got sewn onto like
Those
a tiger.
body farms.
Yes.
The body farms. Yeah, that
Great.
guy just went on trial, by the way.
That's like next
But-
door to
That's
the
something you don't think about.
Epstein
but
Island.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going on.
I just
It's
here's a
crazy.
question I asked. Do you think that Bill Clinton will eventually go down?
No,
You think he'll skate his whole life until he's dead?
I feel like they're invincible.
I mean, he's already been skating. He's
I feel
murdered like
like-
6 people, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
He's like clearly fucked young girls, allegedly, but definitely.
don't
Like, I think it's gonna catch up with him.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know.
I still think like dick pics from like 2009 are gonna catch up to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I got
Well,
one.
so I
actually,
think
they
so.
did.
No,
Let's
there,
open
so-
them up right here. That's why I
Yeah.
had you on,
Yeah,
Vibbs.
because everything's in the cloud these days.
Yeah.
Fuck the cloud. Man.
Yeah.
The
I
cloud
have
is
a
the scariest it
questionable
gets.
bachelorette party photo.
Just one?
2005. Yeah.
I bet. It was you in the breast milk video.
It
wasn't
was me. I was the
you.
one who knelt down.
Mm-hmm. The glasses were hiding it. I know.
But yeah, no, I think he's invincible. I think, yeah.
I'm just surprised there hasn't been someone on the other side of the aisle who's like, I'm gonna make this stick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, you know what, at the end of the day, like red, blue, left, right, English, British, American, whatever, it's rich. They're all rich. And
Yes.
rich people are like, wait, let's make sure we all stay rich and good.
Yeah.
Let's protect
You
each other.
pay people to make things go away. Like
Yeah.
that's
And I feel like at a certain level, the one thing that crosses both sides of the aisle and unites people for looking out for each other is creepiness against women.
Yeah.
I feel like that really.
That's a
or little boys.
running theme
Yes.
at all times.
Yes, from the church to the whatever.
Creeps,
What
man.
an episode. We're just
Seriously.
hitting it off.
spotlight.
Seriously.
Hitting it off.
I just quickly have to make fun of my Mets, who tweeted out a picture of Carlos Beltran signing his contract, and on the desk was a notebook that had a name that was like kind of hard to read, but people zoomed in and they were like, "Oh, are the Mets looking to hire this guy as a bench coach?" They deleted the tweet, they re-uploaded it with that part of the picture cropped out, as if like no one's gonna notice
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then just had to go ahead and admit, yes, we are actually looking at that guy to be our bench coach. It's like, who even fucking
gives a
cares?
shit?
Like, you should have just said yes in the
Right.
first place.
Who cares?
It's just Mets gonna
Making
Mets.
it weird. But I feel like, though, that's so Mets that they were like, well, you know what we got to do now.
Yeah.
You know, like that was just like part of it. It would be
We gotta
weird if we
outdo
didn't
ourselves.
crop this photo
Right.
and blah, blah, blah.
They open up like the Mets playbook. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you've embarrassed yourself. What do? Embarrass yourself more. Let's go.
Does anyone care about the bench coach at all? Like,
I mean, crazy fans do, but like, no, I mean.
Also
can't
didn't
get
this
bent
kind of
out of shape
happen
about this.
to the Patriots? Only it was Ernie Adams, who's like a mad genius. His name was in the background or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know.
Like, older people and people who aren't on like the internet all the time do not
Yeah.
realize that you got to check like every fucking
Everything.
reflections,
Yeah.
and what's in your screenshots, and all sorts of
for
shit.
sure.
You know?
I love those pictures of like dudes selling stuff on the internet, and then like in like the tea kettle you can see them just hanging dong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they post
yeah.
it,
On
They don't
eBay,
realize.
it's like buy this comb. And
But
in
I
the
would never
background,
catch
just
that
dick.
either. Like if
No.
I'm just taking pictures.
Sometimes I
of
look at those, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan Fielder for a long time, that comedian, was doing just innocuous little selfies of himself. And then if you looked in the background, there was always like hardcore porn on the computer and like all
That guy's
sorts of
very
weird
funny,
shit
by the
on
way.
his computer.
That's Nathan for you, right?
Nathan for You,
Oh,
such
It's
a
one
good
of the
fucking
funniest
show.
things
Yeah.
I've ever fucking seen.
But if I was a sports person trying to throw people off my scent, I would have those little Easter eggs
purpose.
in my photo, but throwing them off a little
yeah.
bit.
Like I
Yeah.
would put like Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
Like, are the Mets gonna hire Epstein to be the bench coach? He's
Yeah.
dead. What's going on?
So you think.
Keep on your toes. All right, that's it for the rundown. Anything in-house going on? It's
I'm
actually pretty like
excited.
calm right now.
Next week, 0 Block 30, Chaps is in here. We're going to the
Oh.
Veterans Day Parade in New York City, and he's getting his whole body waxed because he had that bet with PFT.
Oh boy.
So,
Donnie
No.
with the hippos? Yeah. Oh, Donnie's
jumping
Donnie's
off the
jumping over
bridge.
bridges and swimming with hippos. He's gonna die.
That
Yeah.
Some
dream.
white people die.
He bungee. Yeah, no, I had a neighbor who died bungee jumping growing up.
What?
Crazy. Yeah, crazy. Yep.
How old was he?
Like 20 something.
Oh, that's
yeah.
dark.
Really, it was real sad.
That's
yeah.
Remember
tough.
the lady at the Super Bowl halftime show? Whatever, it was like they were doing the pre-practice, and they had a bungee jumper,
She died?
and the rope was too fucking long. And it was
I
like,
don't remember this.
I just
When?
thought it ended on a low note.
Eh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
it was
rope
before.
being too long is just like.
It was
That's
like the
everyone's
practice
nightmare.
before. So yeah, it happens.
What a
I'm not-
simple thing to fix.
I know. You're telling me. Measure
That's
the
why
rope.
I'm not bungee jumping. That would happen to
No.
me.
Nope.
I'd be the guy who's too long for sure.
Oh, every time I go on one of those Jersey Shore like slingshots.
You do
'cause
that?
all the time.
I mean, you're asking for it.
But it's like I'm
You're-
just
you
waiting
have
to
a
fly.
literal
across-
death wish.
But I feel like that's the kind of death I would have. So it's fitting.
Yeah, there was the video of one of those like amusement
Just
park
flying
rides.
off.
The wire
Yeah, the
just
wires just-
shreds.
yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be you.
So-
That is quite the way to go out. You'd get blogged on Barstool.
Page
Oh, for
View
sure.
City.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, that's the rundown. Make sure you go listen to 0 Block 30. Make sure you watch the next edition of Lower in the Bar, a little ATI. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.